What are the signs of someone being fake nice? Overly pleasant to your face, while unnecessarily dumping on other people. While talking to those other people, they will be overly pleasant to their face, never addressing any issues they bitched about to you. This should be further up. Passive aggressive bulls like this is my biggest pet peeve. I mean, everybody does it once in a while. I try not to, but sometimes even I catch myself doing it. But if someone does it constantly, you can bet they're talking crap about you behind your back too. It's really hard going off of words and conversation alone. And if you're trying to go off that, there's a high chance you'll get burned. You get all those people who can seem super nice in conversation. They remember your name, details, etc., but actually have agendas. Coming off as genuine is something that can definitely be practiced. On the flip side, you get people who seem like boisterous, superficial people, but are actually super nice when you get to know them. It's best to go off actions. Does a person do kind things consistently when nobody else is paying attention? Is a person actually there for you consistently to do mundane but important things, like take you to the airport, etc.? When there's nothing to be gained, words and mannerisms mean almost nothing in the grand scheme of things. Go off a personal track record. That's way more reliable. Totally agree. People get tired, busy, annoyed, etc. Everyone's attitude fluctuates at times, but nice, considerate people are nice in the long run because it's how they view the world. Same goes for dating and trying to figure out if someone actually likes you. Pay attention to what they do, not what they say. You make time for the people you want to spend time with. But hey, there's a loop to this. How would you know if they are faking being nice because they are nice or for some other reason? Yeah, there are times I have to force myself to be nice and cheerful when talking to people, but it's usually because I want to be nice to them but I'm just really tired and sore and cranky that day. It's not their fault that I'm tired and sore and cranky. They don't deserve to have to deal with me being that way. Fake nice people will constantly talk about the misfortunes of others and pretend to be concerned about the person when in fact they actually enjoy feeling sorry for him or her. Have a friend who does this a lot. Always says how sad it is that so and so isn't doing too well at their new job. What a shame that they're so dumped them, etc. It was always bad news about others that they relished sharing. I can't help but imagine someone saying things like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry for your loss," with a huge smile on her face. The most evil bee I ever encountered would talk constantly in this high-pitched baby voice. It was as if she was always trying to control any interaction or confrontation with constant chatter. She would make suspiciously specific denials out of nowhere. I've never done drugs in my life when we weren't discussing drugs or partying. Come to find out, she was snorting Adderall. Yeah, all of that sounds like someone who's addicted to Adderall. Backhanded compliments. I love how you don't care about how you look. Whoa, I didn't expect you to get the job. You look so great for your age size. I've found when you react really positively to their compliment it pisses them off, so definitely do this in the future. Just treat it like it was a legit compliment and they'll be angry that you didn't take offense. Are they currently earning money during your interaction with them? There is an okay chance they are being fake nice. Not to say that is a bad thing. I worked retail for 7 years. Sometimes I have a bad day. That does not mean I will treat you badly and you are still going to see my smile. I only ever acted fake nice to the customers who gave me crap. If you were normal or nice back, I wasn't faking it. I honestly enjoyed my customer interactions. I find they come across as being talkative and fun, but when you start talking about something deeper that isn't about them, their eyes glaze over. Also, I hate it when people go out of their way to tell you they're a good person. I generally find if someone has to tell you they're caring, they probably aren't. In my experience, fake nice people don't pay attention or remember conversations you've had with them, whereas actually nice people will remember things you've told them and refer back to them. This is sad to see as someone with memory issues. I think the key is that they manipulate the social interaction. They passive-aggressively shift the burden onto you to match their inauthentic, very high level of niceness. If you proceed normally and don't match their level, you look like a dong. When you haven't seen them in a while, you were never very close. and they act like it's somehow painful for them to have been apart from you. You should give me a call and we should do something. You know you won't call. They know you won't call, but somehow since they put the message out there, they consider it a win and manage to make you sound like a crap for not spending time with them. I'm looking at you, Shannon. Freaking Shannon. Laughing when something really isn't that funny, or using a different voice. My favorite thing is to watch people's expressions as they walk away from someone. If they suddenly scowl or make a disgusted face, that's also a dead giveaway. People often use a different voice in professional settings, but that doesn't mean they're not nice, and lots of people laugh when they're nervous. As an autistic person, I've literally done almost all of these things a multitude of times with zero awareness, or zero control. It's very hard to wonder why someone stops contacting you, only to realize months later that it was your own dang fault. I'm not trying to play the victim, just stating my point of view. Same thing goes with other disorders such as ADD, but on the fortunate side behavior can be learned over time. Unfortunately many people are not so understanding or forgiving. I'm fake nice all the time at work, otherwise I'd just call everyone a C and tell them to FK off. Fake nice is a better decision for me. Yes, at the beginning of a shift, bartender, I'm genuinely nice and friendly. By the end I've been chewed up, spit out, done, drained, and I am absolutely wanting to rip someone a new one but smile through gritted teeth. When Southerners say bless your heart, I know they're calling me an idiot and trying to sound nice about it. It's like they think they're speaking another language or something and playing some funny joke, but I'm in the know. In my experience, just look at how they treat other people. Do they gossip about others the second they're not in the room anymore? Are they dismissive of the waitress serving your table? Are they generally considerate? If not, then I wouldn't count on their friendliness being all that sincere. Operating through back channels, then closing things off once they are on the inside. Quietly getting people to break existing commitments they had made to others. Telling gossip you didn't ask to hear, especially when it consists of disclosing things they probably learned with an expectation of privacy. Suddenly hearing rumors from them about how horrible somebody had been to them. That doesn't seem in character for the person they're talking about. Taking one person's behavior and assuming all fake nice people have that tendency. It's gonna be different for everyone. Is this called confirmation bias? Or is there another name for this kind of fallacy? I feel like I need to distinguish fake nice from someone just being polite, seeing a lot of these responses. How I see it, fake nice is more deceitful, while politeness is just trying to make an interaction go more smoothly when people aren't super compatible. Fake nice is out to get something. Politeness is just trying to get through the day. There is nothing wrong with being polite. A polite person can be nice to a person they don't care for because they don't want to be a dong or they just want to get along with co-workers the best they can. There is something wrong with using niceness to deceive. Being someone you are not to lure someone into a trap, for example, is fake nice. Being fake nice to a date to string them on until you're bored with them is wrong. Being more nice to someone because they are wealthy is wrong. Ouch, man. I know what you're going through, and I really want to help. Whoa, that was deep. I want you to know we'll never forget about you. Check their tone. Most of the time when they say things like this in that Rachel tone, it isn't good. I think this is more complicated than it seems. I've known some people who I consider fake nice, but that doesn't mean their niceness is fake. It means they brushed up their mood personality temporarily to have a fun conversation with me. I actually can appreciate it because they want to be nice to me but they overdo it. Or at least it feels like that. I might come across as fake nice as well. But that's just because I want to be nice to people because I want them to feel comfortable in the conversation. To assure them I'm interested, and because I'm socially insecure. I just don't want them to think I don't care for them, so my reaction to their story might come across as more extravagant. It's not out of bad intentions. It's just me not feeling super comfortable with them yet or wanting to make them feel at ease. Pretty paradoxical, but oh well. The expectation that their niceness be recognized and thanked rather than it being the simple interaction of mutually pleasant individuals in which the niceness need not be acknowledged. 1. Disrespecting people lower than they are, like wait staff. 2. Smiling with their mouths but not their eyes at anything you'd say. 3. Starting every sentence with, "I'm sorry, but." I find this a lot as a manager, and I've always tended to be someone that takes people at face value, so it's been a bit of a learning curve. I think the most obvious signs are flattery and engaging enthusiastically about subjects they know you like to talk about. I think the key to figuring out niceness that seems sincere can only really happen over a long period of time. Have they started asking for more and more favors lately? Do they help you out when you need something back? How available are they to you compared to how available they expect you to be? Most importantly, are they nice to other people that they then talk crap about? A big one for me is a third party talking crap about someone you know they're friends with. Being overly friendly to people they barely know, always trying to be cheery and happy, the mask cracks eventually and you'll catch them being a bee for a split second. I'm nice because I'm nice. I can't stand it. It's so freaking annoying to hear this being pointed out whenever they do something. When women talk in a higher pitch than normal and extending the length of the words. Example, "Hi, how are you? Oh my god, I love your dress. It looks so good on you." If someone is nice to you, but talks about others to you behind their backs, chances are they talk about you behind your back too. Watch their eyes, and you can tell whether they're laughing, smiling for real or not. Also, if they're eager to help out for a small thing, then start to hint at wanting you to return the favor, usually for something bigger. They stick to the same script, over and over. "Oh, that looks beautiful. I wish I had a like that." Bonus points if they don't make eye contact with you and are saying it out of habit. I feel bad now and for other autistic people. Avoid looking at their mouth. Train yourself to identify emotions around people's eyes. If a person is faking an emotion, unless they're spectacular at it, only the mouth will display the emotion being faked. When everything is a perky compliment. Recent fun one. A friend was off at something. I tried to be there and listen and offer constructive input, but she was just in her own world about it. Said to me, "This was a waste of a conversation." She left, realized that was pretty atrocious to say but was still then came back seconds with a big, perky smile and said, "I appreciate your time and input." After arguing with a customer service rep and they tell you, "I'm sorry about the inconvenience but you have a great rest of your day," what they are really telling you is, "I hope you drive your car off a cliff on your way home." People who laugh at everything. It is not natural to find everything funny, so when someone laughs at everything it makes their show of emotion less credible. People trying to sell you something, usually fake nice. People collecting money, usually fake nice. People who need a favor who weren't nice to you in the past, fake nice. People running for election, usually fake nice. People meeting families of their BF or GF, usually fake nice. Includes my evil witch Sil. But I digress. It felt good to write that. People who are in competition for same team spot, club position, musical role, etc. as you, usually fake nice. People who are on your same team, in your same group, who are usually aloof but there is someone important watching like a coach or teacher and they become nice, fake nice. People with plastered on smiles. People who interrogate you with a smile instead of having a natural exchange. People who intimidate you while smiling, fake nice. In my mind, there are two kinds of fake nice. One is a shallow pleasantness like between co-workers, and the other is more sinister and exploitative. For the first kind, it often is based on the environment. Someone wants to keep a good status quo, so they act nice by asking about your weekend, bringing cookies, giving compliments. This type disappears outside of the environment. It's fake in the sense that it's shallow, but it's benign for the most part. The other type of fake nice is much worse, and it happens when the other person wants something from you. One way to spot this is to notice how they act when things don't go according to plan. Fake nice people have a hard time going off script. They have an agenda, and when it's threatened, their true colors start peeking through. They'll always turn a conversation towards themselves. Fake nice people are only being nice for the adoration of others and love to sing their own praises. They're only nice when others are around. They make comments like, "I'm paid to be nice." They are only nice in certain situations. They laugh at everything. They agree with everything you say, and what you do say. They really have no interest, but will smile and nod while you're talking. The ability to change emotions in a split second. It probably wasn't real to begin with. Example, cherry and smiling when on a call, but the smile drops immediately on hanging up. When someone tends to act overly familiar with me when I don't know them that well, it makes me wary and feels fake to me. That being said, I feel like a lot of people who come across as fake nice could also just be socially awkward, so sometimes it's difficult to tell what people's true intentions are. I feel like in the end it's less about any concrete thing that all fake people do and more of just a vibe you get from them. Depends on some situations, but for the general ones, be kind, but also let them see the level of preeminence visible in your eyes. You'd have to be more confident, more grounded, and hold a stronger frame in the conversation. Also, subtly making them nervous, like you're also being fake nice to them because you know something they're hiding. Kind of like when you're testing if your girlfriend or little brother is actually going to come true with you about something you already know, while they don't know you're already aware. Basically like an amusement with them. This is subtle enough and fricks with them. When you start doing this, their nervousness will start to amplify. With that, their body language will start to show that they were up to something. Focus in on that even more by playing along kind of kindly, but discomforting them enough with your eye contact. I personally like to keep looking them in the eye in a very friendly manner, but not looking away and staring at my own reflection in their right eye. Most humans' dominant eye. Eventually, they start to get so nervous and think, oh crap, he's onto me or other stuff, that they'll just spit out whatever it was they were after you for, whatever favor they were going to ask, or just cracking in other several ways, revealing that they were being fake nice. Even more so if you occasionally pause after they say something and continue looking them in the eye for like 2 seconds before responding. Like this, I've caught a lot of people when they were being nice to me for ulterior motives. Dad was a military and government guy who had a knack at interrogations. Kind of picked up a lot of the little psychology things from him. I'm a huge wrestling fan. It's always easy for me to tell when someone is being fake because they'll act interested when I talk about wrestling. No one is actually interested when I talk about wrestling. It's a tricky talent you have to learn for some time. 1. Usually, but not always applies. They are well spoken. You notice how few put mental effort to convey what they think or want to make you understand. Normally people speaks with a little chaos that reflects their inner workings. You notice how they create the words from their feelings. 2. Watch closely their face. When people are falsely nice, their face will somehow look out of sync. Their mouth will be smiling, but the muscles around their eyes not, or will show signs of tension, since they can't be controlled consciously and only smile when you're actually happy about something. 3. Watch for micro expressions. When people fake their expression, there are fractions of a second where they show their actual state. Just keep looking at them after they smile for a little longer. 4. Watch their body language. If they show an open expression with their face, but their body doesn't, crossed arms, tense posture, nervous tics, etc., there's something wrong. 5. People that show unexpectedly warm feelings towards unknown people are mostly faking it, and any warmth coming from such should be received with a grain of salt. 6. They start speaking about some common happy things but slowly direct the conversation towards something they need. This one is considered like a social norm. For some reason most people consider assertiveness as rude. 7. They give you detailed replies on your rigid questions as if they sincerely try to help, but are just searching some upvotes. If you have to fight for the spotlight often in conversations, whether it's one-on-one or in a group, typically these people are looking for attention. They want it, so they take every moment of silence as their chance to talk, often cutting people off as well. When they smile all the time when they talk to you, not the natural smile but it's forced. Also, if they act achingly sweet around specific people, basically you just need to observe them from afar for a while. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.